process.
Okay.
And I think I will not stand up today and say I'm writing a book, but I'll be in that state of mind. If I'm writing about an interesting matter, I'll be very happy.
Sure.
If I'm sad, I'll be very sad. So I think God gave me that wisdom to say you have to do this.
Yeah.
Because when I look back, when I look into the book in the context of it, I'll ask myself, but how did I come or arrive at this point? So I'll say it was God's wisdom to say write about these issues and document that things that people are facing in their lives.
Yeah. So would you say that you had to go through the process in order for you to feel what other people are feeling and then put it down in paper?
In writing, yes. I'll go through that whole process of saying this is how they are feeling. But also it was research-based to say what are the key challenges. And then in terms of recommendations, I'll look at, say, globally, what are the psychologists saying? But most of the people who wrote about the subject matter find is Canada, USA. And also, as a child of God, I've done counseling, prayed for so many people, so I've got first-hand experience to say some of the things that I can relate to personally.
Yeah.
So also, I think it helps to look at these things, which most people don't want to talk about.
Yeah. And speaking of what people don't want to speak about, and you also had to go through the process of writing a book, and that means that for me, that will come across as if you are writing for the people, not for yourself.
Yes.
So the process of writing the book for the people, what is it that you had to go through in order for you to come up with this title, Married but Intimately Divorced? It's quite a touchy one.
Most people in real life are married on paper.
Yes.
But in real life, they are not. Technically, the point of departure for the book and the argument is when you start to see someone say, hey, I love this person.
Sure.
You have got that connection with that person. The power of love is good because it connects you to somebody that you don't know, loving them unconditionally. So once that aspect moves away, it's replaced by anger and hatred. So that is the divorce part. So once you say, there are people who need each other but they don't love each other. I want you but I don't love you. There are people who hate each other. So technically they are disconnected. When you file for divorce or separation, technically you are validating that which you are. So in short, you are saying, I've been divorced for many years, but now I'm validating divorce.
Yeah.
There are people who are, there's what I term a bedroom as an intimate prison, meaning in a space whereby you're supposed to be happy, you are imprisoned. When you knock off from work or you want to go back to your home or house, you say, oh, I'm going back to hell. So you are living in a situation whereby you are confined, emotionally detached, but in pain.
Sure.
Meaning pain is a daily menu.
So if pain is a daily menu, and I like what you're touching on, that saying that they are married on paper but not intimately.
Yes.
So it's the same as there are people who are in relationships but they are not in fully within the relationship.
They're not into each other.
Yeah, you are dating someone but you know your heart somewhere else. You are married here but you know where your brain is at. You know, so would you incorporate all of this in one and say that most of us, we go through this? Why do we put ourselves in that pedestal of being in a relationship with someone, knowing exactly that your heart belongs to someone else or it's for someone else, you love someone else, but here you are in this relationship?
It depends. It's complicated. There's so many reasons. I can say I'm in love with someone, but now for security reasons they provide accommodation for me. There are certain things that I want, but technically only to find that your love is not there for them. You're not into them. That's why I argue in the book to say you might be married, but your mind already loves someone out of marriage. So when you make love, remember love is a psychological process. It's a journey, not an activity. So when you make love, for you to come, if one can say, you have to think of someone. So that's what psychology indicates. So in short, there might be reasons that says, I might not move out because I've invested a lot in terms of time, assets, and all those things. There are kids involved. What will society say? That's why I discuss a marriage trilemma. You've got your society, yourself, and your friends, and family and friends. So remember, there are certain people who tell you what to do, yet they themselves fail in their own standing, which might influence you not moving out of your situation. When you see people walking, you'll say, no, they're a wonderful couple, only to find that technically it's bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
So speaking of coming, I mean, COVID-19